To install VS Code, open a browser of your choice, search for download VS Code, click on the link from code.visualstudio.com, and then click on the Windows 10-11 download button over here. Choose the downloads directory and create a new VS Code folder over there to save your executable file. Click on save. This is going to download VS Code user setup. It's approximately 100 MB, so should be done pretty quickly. Wait for it to complete. Click on the executable once the download is complete. This will launch the setup for Microsoft Visual Studio Code. Read and accept the agreement if you agree to it, and click next. Choose the default install location unless you want to change it for some specific reason, and click on next. You need approximately 400 megabytes of free disk space. I recommend we select all the options over here to create a desktop icon and to add the open with code options to Windows Explorer file context menu and the Explorer directory menu. And what this helps in is that when you right click a particular folder, you can directly open with code that particular folder, and that is very helpful during development. Click on next and then click on install. Wait for the installation to complete. It will be done pretty quick. In the end, select Launch Visual Studio Code and click on Finish. This is your welcome screen for Visual Studio Code and the release notes. A very quick overview of the VS Code workspace. So this is the Explorer where you can open folders and clone repositories. This is the search where you can search different files. This is used for source control management. There's a run and debug section over here where you can actually run and debug your code. There's the extensions manager over here. You can actually search for extensions and install these extensions which are useful for you. And you can access your account and settings over here. This is the search panel which you can access by just clicking it over here, and you can press Ctrl Shift and P to actually access the command palette over here. Next, set up the GitHub Copilot free plan. For this, you need to sign in with your GitHub account. Click on accounts over here. Click on sign in. Click on sign in with GitHub. Enter your username and password over here. I'm going to enter mine right now. Click on continue to authorize a user, and then authorize Visual Studio Code. Allow it to open the application over here. And this is basically going to turn on your settings sync and sign into your account on GitHub. Now go to the Copilot setup guide. So we are going to use the one for individuals where you can sign up to use Copilot for free without the need for a credit card. This is the Copilot menu in VS Code, and once you have signed in, you just need to click on this and select use Copilot for free. Note that you can check out the terms and conditions and privacy policies and the other conditions for using it for free. Let's wait for it to get ready. This is called the Copilot chat view, and this is called the Copilot prompt. You can enter /help to understand what you can do. And you can ask questions about your workspace, like explaining how the code in your active editor works, about tests, about fixing code problems, about creating new scaffold code for a new file or project in the workspace, creating a new Jupyter notebook, etc. You can ask questions about VS Code, or you can ask about how to do something in the terminal, or you can search GitHub. So this is how you can activate Copilot chat. And with this, your Visual Studio Code installation is complete along with the free GitHub Copilot.